It's true. Alassane Ouattara, the president of Ivory Coast, has been toppled. Yes, this is the really old man. He's actually 83. And the rumors is that basically he has been unalived, but we don't know that. But this is the guy that was chosen by Michael Langley to help assassinate the president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore. And he has been overthrown.
Hello Africa, welcome once again to my YouTube channel. Feel free to subscribe if it's your first time watching my YouTube channel. On today's episode, our concentration will be on Ivory Coast political coup. President Alassane Ouattara is alleged that he has been overthrown power by the country's military. After the assassination of the chief defense forces, this made the military even get the courage to overthrow the sitting government. This controversy came as the president is considered as a puppet of France and the United States. The president's father has been accused of being the mastermind in the assassination of President Ibrahim Traore. As we are speaking, internet around Ivory Coast has been switched, leaving us with questions whether the president is alive or he is arrested or he has been already assassinated. Let's watch the following videos of a possible coup in Ivory Coast.
My brothers and sisters of Cote d'Ivoire, you got the memo. You got the memo. You need to topple these dictators. You need to topple these people who have sucked every ounce of your blood in order to give it to the colonizers. My people of Ivory Coast. So there are videos of jubilant crowds celebrating in the streets of Ivory Coast. People are overjoyed because this man has been in power since 2010 and 83 years old. It is reported that he's a billionaire and his children are all billionaires. And so he has just been filling his big old gut with all the money from Cote d'Ivoire. And now he has been overthrown. West Africans, you are leading the Africa. You're leading the way, guys. Yes.
Breaking news, France is now literally collapsing. I don't know why I'm smiling. There was an attempt military coup in Ivory Coast yesterday. And remember, this is the same country that France has been using against Ibrahim Traore. The country that he has been using to unalive Ibrahim Traore. They have been supplying weapons. They have been using terrorists of the same country against Ibrahim Traore. And now the people of that country are tired and they want that puppet president out of power immediately. And you won't believe that the president has gone to exile. He has hid. He's nowhere to be seen. The people have gone ahead and burned the buildings. The internet has been shut down by the government not to spread the rumors of everything. But let me tell you, the photos are all over social media. I think this is the right time of Africa to wake up. And if it will happen, it will be one of the best news that we as Africans will receive. Because this is the country that has been used by the French, by the USA, by Michael Langley, against Ibrahim Traore. And now, I think if it will happen, we will be having a fourth country that will be joining the Sahel group.
The youth and the military of Ivory Coast are hurtful. They have had enough of the sitting president. As of the 19th of May, up until today, the 21st of May, there is an active coup in Ivory Coast. They're moving closer and closer to the residence of the president. This is the same man that had or hosted Langley soon after he had all of those allegations against Ibrahim Traore. He's also been accused of working alongside Macron of France to destabilize Burkina Faso. The youth said, we can no longer stand and watch this continue. An active coup is currently taking place in Ivory Coast. Like I said, I'll keep you guys posted. I hope the youth of Togo are watching and taking notes. I hope the youth of Cameroon are watching and taking notes, and Nigeria, and I mean the list goes on. But this is a good sign, and this clearly means that the youth of Ivory Coast they were just not sitting back and watching all of this play out and doing nothing, absolutely nothing about it. it also shows that we do have a say. We do have the power to change things positively.
For those that are doubting me, let's read this comment together. All this doubting Thomas on my comment section. Read carefully what this person said. This person said, yes, it is true. There is a coup in Ivory Coast, but nothing has been announced because all internet are shut down there. So no one know yet if it is successful coup yet. According to what this person said, this is how he wrote it. So tell us what you think on the comment section. You see, I don't bring fake updates. I don't tell you what it is not true. There is ongoing coup in Ivory Coast, and the news has it that the president of Ivory Coast has been assassinated. But I've not confirmed it yet. I'm trying to confirm the update. I'm trying to confirm it before I conclude. So there is ongoing coup in Ivory Coast. You see? So I don't tell you lie. I don't bring any fake news here. Everything I tell you is the reality, is the truth. So if you doubt it again, you go and verify yourself. Go and search it and see the truth by yourself. So that the people of the what do they call it? They have shut down the whole internet connection because they are hiding it. They don't want people to see the truth. They don't want people to know about it. You see? But the internet have carried it already. You see? The news got to me yesterday night and I posted it and people have been doubting me. Some people are celebrating, some people are congratulating it, but some people are still doubting. I believe if you see this comment, you will agree with me that there is ongoing coup in Ivory Coast. I just pray it is successful coup. That is my prayer. I just pray it is successful because that is exactly what we want in Africa right now. I need all African countries to follow the footsteps of Ibrahim Traore, the president of Niger Republic and Mali. This is how we want it. Visionary leaders, revolutionaries. That is what we want.
Someone drew my attention to something that happened yesterday, allegedly. So according to the information, there was a coup, yes, in Côte d'Ivoire, that is Ivory Coast. And according to the information, they say the president is missing and the network, was shut down in the country. So one of my followers, asked me this morning that I should do a video and update you guys concerning this information. So I got this information from Mama N Page. According to what he said, Ivory Coast military takes control over the government. Yes, is this true? Then look at the full information. They say coup in Ivory Coast and internet connection has been cut off. Breaking news. There's a coup currently taking place in Ivory Coast. The people have taken to the streets with the support of the army and are demanding regime change effective immediately. The people have had enough and change is inevitable. We don't need democracy in Africa. We need revolution. So believe me, almost all the countries in Africa right now are clamoring for what? Revolution. You may want to ask yourself this question. Why are they clamoring for revolution? They are clamoring for revolution because we have bad leaders in almost all the African states. Yes, the democracy we have in Africa is not democracy. It is democracy because many of the leaders are crazy. If you check them, you go no say, these people don't really get sense. If they forget sense, they for no say, they go take their citizens as priority and they go make sure say they rule well. So that is what, we are getting this money. So if you have more information concerning, the coup in Côte d'Ivoire, you can let me know in the comment section and I'm going to talk about it, right? The truth is, we don't have leaders in Africa in many of the countries. We have politicians in Agbada. Like I always tell you, politics is not supposed to be a business opportunity. It is supposed to be a cause to serve. But all we get in Africa is what? The opposite. Let's not stop fighting for good governance because the future of our children lies in our own hands. If we allow these people to destroy, the generation that we are trying to build, then many of us are still going to live in pain, even when we grow old, because your children will come and face the same thing I'm facing right now. And then some of us, it's not as if we are not doing well. Yes, I'm okay. I'm doing well and I'm going to do super well. But we keep coming out to voice out because we want a change in Africa. If you want good governance, whenever you watch this kind of video, share the video and don't forget to follow for more updates. Let's continue in this way. And I believe you, one day, someday, we might be having a better continent because these politicians, we must speak to their minds so that we can have a better continent. As we speak right now, one of the only presidents that people are vouching for in Africa is the president of Burkina Faso, the military president. They used to lie to us that when military come to power, they'll suspend the newspaper, they'll suspend the media, and they will be ruling, in an autocratic manner where nobody can oppose them. But what we are getting right now is a different thing. even the military head of state are even more better than what we call democracy today. What do you think about, the situation of protests in Africa? Do you think the only language Africa needs is revolution?
In Ivory Coast. So as at this moment, there are not more information online because apparently the government has shut down internet access in Ivory Coast just to kind of like subside the atmosphere in Ivory Coast. So according to the information we are getting online and also some credible source, there is a coup going on in Ivory Coast, and apparently they may have succeeded. They may have succeeded already. The coup didn't start today. The coup started like 2 days ago. And allegedly, the president of Ivory Coast has either reported to be missing, arrested, or possibly killed. But one of the credible information coming from Ivory Coast is the chief of staff was shot dead after meeting with the president. And as at now, the whereabouts of the president of Ivory Coast is unknown. So his situation now is also unknown. Nobody can tell what has happened to the president. Now, the whole issue about this coup started because of the heavy discrimination towards the president. They accuse him of being a Western puppet, and his close relationship to France and also the United States of America, but mostly France. They accuse him of betray to other nations. Apparently, the most recent one was Burkina Faso. His people accuse him of doing the bidding of France and using him to destabilize Burkina Faso. Those are some of the allegations. And also looting, corruption, poverty, and so many other economic crises in the country. So the people are revolting through the military. This is not the first time there have been a military coup, civil war in Ivory Coast. This is not the first time. There have been numerous times like that before. They have had this whole civil unrest. But this is the recent one. And we do not have much information about what is going on. The media are not really talking about it. And apparently, the whole internet has been shut down in Ivory Coast. Because we are obviously waiting for the citizens to publish videos online, but there are no more information online concerning this civil unrest. And allegedly, the army, the soldiers backing the president has reportedly been killed. So far. Numbers unknown of the people who may have lost their life since this civil unrest, since this coup. So now we don't really know what's going on over there. If they have succeeded or not. So we are still waiting to check when the government in Ivory Coast or whoever is in charge is going to open the internet so that the Ivorians can post videos online and give their review on what is happening. But as at now, there are no more information on ground. No more information. We don't have any information about anything yet. No information. So you need to be extremely careful about this kind of information you process online because nobody can gain access through the internet.
Coup d'etat in Ivory Coast. So allegedly, there is coup d'etat currently happening in Ivory Coast. Alassane Ouattara government is currently being overthrown. I'm trying to confirm from some of my guys in Ivory Coast, but for some reason, I have sent message to everybody or anybody I know in Ivory Coast, and none of them has been able to reply me. I'm told They've shut down their network just to prevent the news from coming out. According to my source, the army chief general has been assassinated by the coup plotters because he's snitching to France. He's trying to alert France to come in and shut down the revolution so that this man can stay in power. Guys, these are all based on speculation. I don't have any concrete evidence. I'm still trying to gather more evidence. But you see, I want this guy out of power. This guy is a dictator. He's a big puppet of France. I've spoken a lot about this guy. He's a puppet of America. He's a puppet of, the West. You see, this guy was not supposed to even become the president of Ivory Coast because of the constitution of Ivory Coast. Because his age was more than the age limit you are supposed to be before you run for president in Ivory Coast. Then, after France overthrew Laurent Gbagbo, they told the people of Ivory Coast that, look, you see, this guy is the only guy who can stabilize Ivory Coast because of the instability that you guys are currently in. Let this guy run for just one term. After he ran for one term, we will take him out of office. Then you guys will choose whoever you want. Then the people of Ivory Coast said, okay, let him run. He's just going for one term, right? Then France said, oh yes, he's going for one term. They asked America, he's running for only one term, eh? They said yes, he's running for one term. Then they brought this guy in. So France said, okay, he'll run for only one term. America said he'll run for only one term. Africa Union accepted. The people of Ivory Coast accepted only one term. 4 or 5 years he's gone. That's all. That was what France said. They brought this guy in. When this guy's first term was almost over, he appointed somebody. He said, okay, after I am gone, my vice president will take over. The people of Ivory Coast said, no, that was not the agreement. You said you were running for one term. You didn't tell us that you were going to appoint somebody. He said, no. Oh, I'm only appointing this person to take over my political party when I'm not there. So I'll present the person to you guys, then you vote for him. Then the people of Ivory Coast said, okay, this sounds like democracy, right? They accepted. We don't know what happened. This person, this guy, chose to take over, died. This guy came out and told everybody that because the person I appointed to take over Ivory Coast is dead, so I can't hand over the country. I have to continue. And people of Ivory Coast said, no, that's not democracy. We don't give a damn about whoever you appointed. He said, no, I can't hand over the country to anybody. I've worked so hard to stabilize this country. I can't hand over the country to anybody. Then this guy decided to go for another term. Now, according to the constitution of Ivory Coast, you can't run for more than 2 terms. This is the case in most of the so-called, democratic countries in Africa. Here, you can only run for 2 terms, 10 years or 8 years. This guy went for another term. When he went for another term, he appointed somebody again to the people of Ivory Coast that, look, when I am not there, I want this guy to take over. Because I've worked so hard to make this country, the Ethiopia of Africa. So I can't just hand it over to anybody. Ladies and gentlemen, the person this guy appointed again died. He also died. We don't know what happened. It seems like somebody is getting rid of. I hope what I'm thinking is not the actual case or what actually happened, but I don't understand why anytime this guy appoints somebody to take over, the person died. How? It doesn't make any sense, right? I hope everybody know where this is going. He's going to run for another more term because the person he appointed to take over the country is dead again. I was in Ivory Coast by then. There was a lot of tension in Ivory Coast by then. A lot of people were not happy. And the most important thing, Alassane Ouattara has become a tool for France to use against our darling boy in Burkina Faso. This guy has become a tool. You've heard this a million times. They are trying to take down Captain Ibrahim Traore. Assassination attempt failed. Assassination attempt failed. Most of the assassination attempt came from Ivory Coast. Anytime they arrest somebody in Burkina Faso, there's Ivory Coast for intelligence among them. When I say intelligence, I mean they have people who are part of their CIA, whatever they call it in Ivory Coast. They have people who are part of those who are trying to take down Captain Ibrahim Traore. You think this is coincidence? No. The last time Ivory Coast had somebody who was the last time Burkina Faso had somebody who was transforming Burkina Faso, it was Ivory Coast who sponsored the coup d'etat. So this is no coincidence. They've done it before. I'm talking about Thomas Sankara. Ivory Coast was the mastermind behind Thomas Sankara assassination.
With the videos we have just watched, we get a clear picture and ask ourselves whether the Ivory Coast president is dead or he has been overthrown the government. With the turnaround event taking place, the shutting down of internet sources leaves us with the judgment indeed there was a possible coup in the country. Many citizens joining hands with the military have took to the street demanding the president to be overthrown. And we all know once the military joins hands with the citizens of the country, then there is no turning back. We are still waiting for clear information whether President Ouattara has been overthrown the government. What are your thoughts? Do you support the Ivory Coast military to overthrow President Alassane Ouattara the government? Let me know what you think about this question on the comment section below, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Thank you, Africa. Bye.